All right, what's happening, people? Dan Lawrence here, West Ham Fan TV. Just watched the West Ham versus Southampton game, 0-0 at St Mary's. I'm here with Yes, mate. How are you feeling after that one? It's a weird one. It is a weird game. Wasn't the most thrilling game, but we got the point. How you feeling after that one, mate? Because you weren't happy against Brighton.
It's a good point because before the game, everyone said a point would be good. And when you looked at the lineup, I got a bit scared. I didn't understand the lineup again. Why are we playing a flat back four? And in the first 10, 15 minutes, they were getting behind us quite quickly. A lot of space at the back, but thankfully it didn't quite get through. And at the end of it, I'm thinking if we had a really good focal person up front, in a Danny Ings type on our side, we would have won it. For the number of chances that we, a little bit careless in not putting away, really. And Haller, again, for me, didn't really offer much, doesn't run. Many times the crosses came in, he just stood up, he didn't want to go up for it. If anything, Dawson was actually going for it a bit more on the set pieces than Haller, which Haller should have done, really. So we'll take a point, but with a good striker like Danny Ings on our side, he would have bagged one or two.
I mean, Dawson, he nearly decapitated Jay Adams on one of them set pieces. Unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, if you remember, we all play fantasy football. One or two people used to have him in their West Brom team because he does score a lot. And to be fair, on every set piece, he was there or thereabouts. And then apart from one sort of bit where he gave away the free kick and just before half time, wasn't too much of a bad sort of debut really for him. But my frustration was up front. I thought we offered nothing up front. We're reasonably compact at the back, okay in midfield, but in the final third, we could have played all day with Haller up front. We wouldn't have scored. And Antonio came up front, started running to the channels, bullying their defenders. Look how much difference one or two people make. And Benrahma got a bit unlucky, didn't he? Didn't quite put his foot through it at the end and could have nicked it. But yeah, we got to invest.
I think it was a tough one where it took a touch. The cross sort of took a touch of one of their players before getting to him, so they didn't have as much time. But talking about Benrahma, I mean, he come on, didn't start. I mean, what is your feeling about this? I know. Obviously, you're a big Moyes fan. Listen, I'm behind Moyes all the way, but that is something. For me, I don't understand why he's not really starting Benrahma. How do you feel about that?
What I feel is, up to the point where we are, which is still we're on the way up. So we're 10th. If I told you at the beginning of the season, Dan, around December and January, we're going to be 10th, you would have been, oh, brilliant. So because we're not struggling, I would play Benrahma because he's a West Ham type of player. Everyone loves watching him. He's skillful. He doesn't know what he's going to do next. He can take on one or two players, have shots, open things up. All the things that Fornells doesn't really do very often. Fornells is a stable player. So Fornells will be quite good if you're struggling. But because we're kind of on the way up, I think Benrahma is the way forward. And even Yarmolenko, I've said it many times, he's not a 90 minutes player. 50, 55 minutes gone, his engine was gone. He was blowing hot and cold, and everyone, and the defender Southampton knew, don't make sure he doesn't go on his left peg. So he's got a few tricks in him. He looks like he can score. But for me, Benrahma should be the one ahead of Fornells, definitely. Yeah,
no, absolutely you're right. There's a lot of distance between us and the relegation zone. So why not give it a go, And it's something like you said, obviously not taking our chances again, bit prevalent problem at West Ham. Hopefully we can solve it. But I mean, looking ahead to Everton now, it's like 2 days away. I have no idea what Moyes is going to do starting lineup. I don't know. I mean, what would you like to see us play against Everton?
I think today we kind of matched Southampton up. They're kind of 4-4-2-ish as well. So I'll have to look at how Everton set up. And if we can match that, I think Dawson's going to play against Calvert-Lewin. I've got a feeling because of his height and strength. But Everton are kind of really strong up front. They've got a lot of creativity. I wouldn't play Yarmolenko maybe. Benrahma's got to start ahead of Fornells. Bring Bowen back in. He's still one of our best players. Haller, we got no choice. I mean, I've had enough of him. I've had enough of Haller. I never thought I'd see Fredericks in the West Ham shirt again, to be honest. But he done okay today, to be fair. But I think we need to set up similar to Everton, I think. I mean, we all love the wing-back system, but then we're kind of struggling with that Masuaku on that side, really. I think that suits us quite well. But what's really important is, Dan, we've got to get one or two strikers over the line in January, because otherwise we're going to struggle to. And you can't win every game 1-0. You got to score. So, but with all this virus going on, I mean, I've heard the Tottenham game might be off tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen yet. We might be off for 2-3 weeks. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's a very good point. I mean, if we're not, like you said, January transfer window is coming around the corner, and we desperately need to get someone in. We're hearing talk about how the club feel I don't need to spend because we're halfway to 40 points. We're hearing there's no money again. It's frustrating because you can see it's like, why settle? You know, we can get someone in to help us improve and make us better and give us an outlet. Why not go for it? You know, it goes down to the board.
We're always a club that when we're on the up, we never push on. You know that in history. When we're there or thereabouts, so we feel something good is happening, we would never push on. You know that. And then we lose people like Rice and we go back again. And then when we're really in the dump, then they pull the wallet out money. Now's the time to spend the cash. And then maybe in the summer, ease off a bit.
Yeah, exactly. They'd rather put out fires than prevent fires.
Yeah.
You know,
reactive rather than proactive. Yeah.
Yeah. No ambition. And that is the problem. But, you know, look, I think on the balance of things, the point is good. You know, it's another 2 games we haven't lost. And we can go into Everton now and hopefully give it a go. It's not going to be an easy game, but fingers crossed we can get that. And then after that, we've got West Brom and Burnley. So fingers crossed we can a point against Everton and 6 points against them. I'd have that all day long, mate.
Yeah, definitely. But Hannah really needs to improve. Still got time to show us something if he can, hopefully.
Yeah, I think the big thing is, and I'm a big supporter of Haller, but I think he just needs to get that physicality. I think that's what he needs to work on. I think he tries, he cuts back, he tries to get it done in defensive work, but he just needs to get used to the physicality. He needs to be a bit stronger. And I'm hoping that is something he can work on and get used to, because he's a big lad. So
I think his movement, a striker, half a good striker, is his brain is the movement like Danny Ings gets into those pockets. So it's his movement that's lacking, I think, as a striker, to find those pockets of space and get his shots on target. He's never there at the right time, really, for me. Yeah.
I think he's a sort of player that likes, he thrives off sort of link-up play, those sort of 1-2 passes, then, you know, get into position, then score, rather than like, you know, that quick sort of run in and get in behind type of player. But yeah, it's one of those things. We've got Antonio back, so that will put a bit more pressure on him sort of coming off. Whether he's ready to start, we'll see. But yeah, like I said, on the balance of things, we're still in the mix. We're not falling away yet. So
yeah,
you know, not the most exciting end to the year, but let's hope 2021 we can go with a bang, and Moyes can get the best out of this squad and hopefully get 1 or 2 in. So, really appreciate you coming on, Yes, and Happy New Year to you, mate.
Yeah, you too, mate. Take care. Be safe. Be healthy. Take care. Thank you. All right.
You too, mate. Speak to you soon.
Bye.